Okay, engine's fired up, we're set. They're in 20th place. Understood, stopping this lap. That's Ricciardo behind. It's Hamilton ahead. Okay, their best lap time so far is a 1 minute 20.6. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Sainz and Hamilton. And we're in front of Stroll, Ricciardo and Norris. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:20.0. Albon behind. Okay, so their best lap time is a 1 minute 21.2. clear the garage please, car's ready to leave. Just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Hamilton, Norris and Leclerc. And just behind us are Russell, Verstappen and Alonso. Currently the fastest lap is a 1:20.0. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Leclerc, Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Esteban Ocon and Albon, Norris, Vettel, Surfer Girl and Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo and Tsunoda, Bottas, Ticktum, Pierre Gasly and Kevin Magnussen, Schwartzman, Mick Schumacher, Joe and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. The formation lap gets underway ahead of today's sprint. It's going to be interesting to see who gets pole position. As all the cars take their positions on the grid, the final preparations have been made, and all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
They're in third. Okay, our main competitors in this race are Ricciardo and Verstappen. Verstappen behind you now. Alonso's ahead of you. No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Dryers definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. The drivers we're fighting here are Stroll and Verstappen. Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place. We're currently trailing our teammate by 6.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in third. Time last lap was a 1 minute 24.7. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Your last lap time was a 1:22.7. Okay, we're dropping back by around 4/10 a lap. Give it everything you got. Alonso ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 0.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 22.5. You're losing around 7/10 a lap at this pace. To your teammate ahead is 5.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in second. Time last lap was a 1:22.1. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.7 seconds. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 22.4. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. And that's 8 laps of fuel remaining. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Here's who we're really fighting today, Norris and Alonso. Over, take care of the car on the way in.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Carlos Sainz extends his lead at the top, getting ever closer to securing the championship. Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Welcome once again to the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The clue's in the name. This is very much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their team in what we hope will be a magnificent spectacle of motorsport. On then to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Ocon, George Russell, Surfer Girl, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Vettel and Lance Stroll, Albon, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo and Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas, Daniel Ticktum and Mick Schumacher, Joe, Latifi, Magnussen and Robert Schwartzman. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once more by Anthony Davidson. Let's start with Aston Martin. There have been some tweaks to the power unit regulations, of course, and I have to say it doesn't seem, so far at least, that they've been able to keep up.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. The question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, which ones have got it horribly wrong?
Russell's ahead of you now. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, our main competitors in this race are Russell and Norris. Okay, we've got 21 laps of fuel left. 21 laps. Russell's behind you now. Ahead, and gap to the car in front is 2.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. We think they've got 1 more stop, and the time last lap was a 1:24.3. Okay, DRS is now available. Leclerc ahead, less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Time last lap was a 1:23.6. You're taking 1.8 seconds out of them each lap. Keep going. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Tyre condition still looking good. Alright, we'll be doing 1 more stop today. 1 stop left in this strategy. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. Drivers we're fighting here are Sainz and Leclerc. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. To a more balanced downforce on your next stop. 1 stop to go, just 1 stop left in this strategy. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. In the pits. Latifi ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 2.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:24.9. behind us is 4.2 seconds. Laps of fuel remaining. fighting today, Sainz and Leclerc. Second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. Leclerc behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 3.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 22.9. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, it's sat in P2. Car in front is Carlos. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Leclerc is behind you. Our gap behind is 3.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Carlos Sainz extends his lead at the top, getting ever closer to securing the championship. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Surfer Girl. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.